It was a warm Friday night in the upscale Willow Creek neighborhood. Inside a lavish modern home, Ethan Collins was hosting a dinner party. Laughter, the clinking of glasses, and soft jazz filled the air. His wife, Claire, greeted each guest with her perfect social smile. Among the chatter, one man stood alone in the corner. He didn't seem to know anyone, or maybe he didn't want to. No one paid him much attention. Suddenly, without warning, the lights went out. The entire house was swallowed in darkness. For a few seconds, only the sound of hurried footsteps could be heard. Then a sharp scream tore through the air, followed by complete silence. When the lights came back on, every eye turned to the dining table. One chair was empty. A small pool of blood glistened under it. The missing guest was Ryan Parker, who had been laughing there just minutes before.
Claire's voice trembled. "Where's Ryan? He was just here!" Detective Marcus Hale, attending as a friend of Ethan's, immediately took control. "Nobody leaves this house," he ordered. Near the kitchen, a broken wine glass lay on the floor, smeared with blood. Marcus crouched, examining it closely. "This doesn't belong to Ryan or anyone on the guest list." At that moment, the housekeeper hesitantly approached and whispered to Marcus, "Detective, I saw Mrs. Collins slip out the back door." Ethan turned to Claire, shocked, but she avoided his eyes. Her expression carried the weight of something she didn't want to say. Meanwhile, across town, in a narrow, dimly lit alley, Roberta Hines, a middle-aged woman, walked quickly, clutching an old leather bag. From its edge, red droplets fell to the pavement. She kept glancing over her shoulder as if someone was following her. Back at the Collins home, Claire's phone buzzed with a text. "Don't look for the silent witness, or you're next." Marcus received the lab report on the blood from the broken glass. It belonged to a man with no criminal record, no ID, no trace in any database. Claire was unraveling. Alone in her room, she thought back to 2 years earlier, when she first met Ryan in secret. Since then, their connection had been dangerous and carefully hidden from Ethan. Late that night, a noise came from the storage room. Marcus and Ethan rushed there, but it was empty, except for a small, hidden camera in the corner. On the footage, they saw a stranger sneaking into the house before the party, carrying the same leather bag Roberta Hines had earlier. The next morning, Roberta was found dead at the abandoned train depot. The scene didn't look like an accident. In her cold hand was a crumpled note. "Everyone knows the truth, but no one speaks." Marcus questioned Ethan. "How long have you known Ryan?" Ethan's voice was flat. "Ryan wasn't my friend, he was my blackmailer." Claire's face went pale. Her silence said more than words. That night, when everyone was asleep, Claire tried to slip out with her own bag. At the gate, Marcus stepped out of the shadows. He opened the bag. Inside were expensive jewelry, cash, and a blood-stained knife. Tears welled in Claire's eyes. "I didn't do this. I'm just the silent witness." Marcus shook his head. A silent witness is still part of the crime when they hide the truth. The final shot. A prison cell door slammed shut, and in the background, the same text from before echoes like a whisper. "Don't look for the silent witness, or you're next."